qualified and certified to change the game. You have to learn.
How to be spit on.
Must be taught to protect your skull from rubber bullets and tear gas canisters.
And stand your ground with dogs. Someone has to show you how to do that.
Of course.
Right, speech writing for Prison 101.
Book.
Organized Resistance for Dummies.
A school.
Like Marcus Garvey University.
Meets the Gesundheit Institute.
Surely, there must be some training to attend.
And a ceremony with a certificate at the end.
And a diploma to hang up and show to friends.
Otherwise, there would be no way to distinguish them from us. And that would mean
that anyone can do it.
Ridiculous.
Right?
Ridiculous.
That
would mean that Martin Luther, the little boy who would be king, didn't learn how to dream from an Ivy League curriculum. Didn't earn his place in history through an elite job description.
But perhaps just by sitting, shotgun in the car with his father on some dark southern road, looking straight ahead as his father found his will to say to the officer, "I'm not a boy.
This is a boy. I am a man, and unless you address me as such, we will not talk."
Could it be that that is all it takes? A moment to remind us that the rules in place
are not fixed. We think we know who we are. Then some sudden explosion makes you pick a cause.
Harness your anger like a weapon.
Declare your mission like a major.
The church explodes, and Martin declares,
"Peace." The stomach growls, and Chavez says,
"Equality." The whip cracks, and Harriet whispers,
"Freedom." The stocks plummet, and the 99% shout,
"Democracy." The tests come back positive.
The tumor
The
returns.
insurance is denied.
The baby stops breathing.
And
Someone says, "Health."
And the revolutionary is born.
A movement is begun.
A normal person changes
The way the world gets spun, let us be clear. I never cared about Parkinson's until the food began falling from the fork and my dad's trembling hand.
I thought about genetics or heart disease until my pop was found pulseless in his car on his way home from teaching 5 fitness and health classes.
I never thought about Alzheimer's until my grandmother moved in and we had to cover the mirrors in her room so she wouldn't get in fights with her reflection.
I thought about cancer. So a hospital questionnaire asked if I had a history of it in my family. I started counting.
See, that's how it works, Mr. No school.
No underground training bunker or B-side conference that makes any of us qualified to organize massive sit-ins upon government systems.
Makes Alex Drain capable of rallying against tradition.
Give Dean Kamen the power to throw Molotov cocktails at FDA regulations.
Trains Peter Diamandis to hurl rocks and bottles at complicit
And
corporations.
stand up against profit making.
At the expense of effective medication, you don't have to be Jonas Salk, who tested his polio vaccine on himself, on his wife.
Who said, no more people must die.
But more, he said, I will not patent this cure so that only those with money live. Health is for us all.
Or be the Curies and absorb massive doses of radiation.
Or be Barry Marshall and ingest potentially lethal substances without hesitation.
You don't have to put aside the fear of what you're doing.
You just have to be more afraid of what will happen if nothing is done.
You have to be in danger already to put your life at risk.
Have no one else. Or someone that matters more than anyone else.
Someone you live so fully for, you could die. So they won't. It has to save your world.
For you to risk your world. It has to save your life.
To risk your life.
There has to be a reason why you roll the dice.
The reason why you're up every night has to do the only thing
that when done right will allow you to finally sleep fully through the night. You just have to remember, it is normal people who do this.
See violence and insist peace.
See death and demand life.
See illness and declare
Health, like declaring your major.
and finding your cause.
Like accepting your mission.
And taking on the job
Of healthcare revolutionary.
joining the ranks of this army of I-doers.
Who somehow got it into their head that they could change the world.
You believe you guys?
Come on, these people.
Build followers for their movements, 140 characters
At a time, who fight back against aging and revolt against time.
Who live and breathe revolutionary thought
At all times, so it is not uncommon at any given time
to see these soldiers pass each other at conferences, giving each other the health power fit.
What's going on?
Right? And see Anish and Farzad start hospital staff meetings with power to the patients!
Yeah, we eventually responds to Catherine Moore's speech shouting, "Right on, sister!"
Juan Enriquez sends emails to David Agus with, "You gotta fight the powers that be!"
Oh, and the theme to next year's TEDMED conference becomes
Viva Revolution! Where the hotel rooms are adorned with posters of Prince and the Revolution.
Yeah, man, breakout sessions where attendees play Dance Revolution.
And wake-up calls at 7 a.m. that prove you say you want a revolution.
Then get up, get ready, and get dressed.
In the uniform of your job.
Oh, for healthcare revolutionaries must adhere to the proper dress code at all times. It doesn't matter whether you are business casual or black tie.
In camouflage fatigue or karate gi.
All that matters is that you are wearing the hero's hat.
Which is the black hat. Because frankly, I think revolutionaries would embrace redefining the bad guy's color. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? I didn't think so.
Okay, so all that matters is that you are wearing the hero's black hat, and then you have on the right shoes.
Right. Physicians should be wearing white jackets and flip-flops.
I like flip-flops. Right. Nurses should be in blue scrubs with some fluffy eyes.
Okay. Pharmacists in black slacks and combat boots.
There you go. And policy writers in gray suits with the Chuck Taylors.
You must bow to get comfortable each day in shoes that are not your own.
Wear your uniform with pride, both at work and at home.
Because you can't put the bounce back in someone's step unless you can first
Put yourself in their shoes.
Not to fill their shoes.
No, but to feel their shoes. To feel like you have no choice.
So you choose. Because you have nothing.
Or everything to lose. See, I need it to be personal for you.
That's why I'm here.
To shake you all up. If I spit words that make your soul shake like having Parkinson's, how soon would it be cured? This is my revolution.
This poem.
This is how I fight.
To beat back the dying of the light
I write.
and give you a context in which to think.
And then rethink. Like,
Imagine I gathered you all together in one place.
Okay, a hotel in San Diego, let's say.
Okay, I like it. And sat you in a room.
Like this one here, actually.
All right,
Yes.
told you all, think quick.
You have 10 years to transform healthcare in any way that you wish.
And in 10 years' time, you will be poor and sick.
So make a list of the healthcare system you will need to exist.
Of the way your hospital will look, and then write this.
10 years ago, I set out to do these things.
Write down what must be accomplished for the fight to be won.
And then as sure as if it were already done, you cross them all off.
And when people ask what that is,
You answer, proof. Proof. I have been to the future. Proof.
There will be a healthcare system unlike anything we now know. Hang it on the wall, next to your diploma.
Your PhD.
Your license to practice medicine.
The framed picture of your son.
I need it to be personal for you. As it must have become when Lance Armstrong, thinking his last race run, ran into a doctor's office and was given the only finish line he still refuses to cross.
I wonder if Laura Ziska thought of Dr. King when cancer pulled her over one night along some dark southern road. If she pointed to the moon and said, "I will take us there. I'm not afraid of you, cancer. It's you. You should be afraid of me."
think cancer will regret the day it ever came across the campus. Surely as they will.
See, this is what I want. I want to put my father shaking.
I want my dad's missing beat from me.
Because I don't want it in him.
Because I'm scared of God's rhythm. This is how it must be for you to suddenly change the world.
You must need to.
Some bell
must lead you out. Some force must shout in your voice before you even realize it is you who are shouting.
You must be
moved to move
by some force unseen that takes you by the shaking hand and bids you stand,
commands you spin the world another way, and so you move. You know something must be done,
and so you do.
Raise your hand.
Close your fist.
March.
Load the gun. I got the hammer back.
Lift the syringe. Push the plunger in.
Steady your hand.
Sign your name.
Calm your nerves.
Speak.
Gather.
Register.
For this declaration of war.
This conflagration of peace.
This occupation of mind.
From San Diego to D.C.
Call this
Occupy Healthcare. Call it the March on Prevention.
Call it Wellness Spring. A mass movement of revolutionaries who show up to the doorstep of healthcare.
And stand up to the batons of despair.
And sit in to blocking the entrance to convention.
And refuse to stand down to tradition. Shouting,
hell no, we won't go. Hell no.
Physicians, dietitians, and politicians, they cry out.
The people, united, will never be defeated.
Riding horseback through the halls of hospitals and the corridors of Congress, they yell out.
No healing, no peace. No healing, no
peace.
Holding a
declaration of independent thought, they call out to the people.
We are free.
We are free.
We are free.
Never again shall the chains of tradition hold us back.
For we will always remember that this world was once flat.
Because enough short-sighted cynics said,
you can't go past the line.
Until some normal person said, fine. Why not around them? And we will keep going around this going world.
Until someone new says, why not through?
Why not over? We will keep building
wheelchairs until someone says,
why not build legs? We will keep building cures until someone says,
why not build immunity?
We will keep building
gathering grounds where we demand solutions from them
until someone here stands up
in the middle of the room
and says, why not us?
Why are we making our healthcare wishes upon stars in the sky when we've got a room full of them?
Right here.
All we have to do is
break formation, reshape the borders of our congregation.
Let not the vastness of this universe paralyze us into a constellation. Shoot! For you never know who will be inspired to wish upon you simply for how you move.
Our movement is a habit. It takes a movement to break it. It can just happen.
Normal people do just take to the streets.
Take on great challenges and refuse defeat.
Face the problem head on and insist on solutions.
To change the revolution of the world may take a world revolution, but it takes
no special training to just up and change the game. So I need all of you, right now and here, to repeat after me. I state your name. That's ridiculous. Like you mean it. I state your name. Promise to do all that is in my power.
Promise to do all that is in my power.
And never underestimate the power of my all.
And never underestimate the power of my all. Congratulations.
By any means necessary.
You are now a healthcare revolutionary.
There is only one thing you need to do.
You don't have to heal the world.
You may not even want to.
But you need to understand that you can. It can be done.
It has been done before.
And no one
who has ever done
was any more qualified for the job than you.